The French Prime Minister Sébastien Lecornu has survived the two no-confidence votes on Thursday. The motions had been brought by the hard left and the far right, which want new elections. Mr Lecornu's postponement of controversial pension reform secured him enough support from the centre-left. He had recently been rehired by President Macron to find a compromise in the divided Assembly after handing his notice in following the collapse of his previous government. Are you following all of this? Well, someone who is, thankfully, is our reporter Pierre-Antoine Denis, who is here to talk us through the latest developments. Now, this was expected that he would survive this, but what does the result tell us?
Well, it tells us that he is very much on a yellow card situation here. He's very much in trouble because the kingmakers here is the Socialist Party. As you said, this pension reform being suspended until the next election buys him time, buys him the possibility to debate his budget that is very controversial. And the only reason why he is the Prime Minister, the old/new Prime Minister, is because no one in France wanted to take on board the budget that is put together. And that means that the next few weeks/few months will mean many debates around this very budget, because no one in Parliament really wants that budget as it is to go through.
A lot of horse trading, a lot of concessions are going to be required then. What are the main points of contention? You've mentioned pension reform, of course.
Yeah, so you've got these pension reforms, as I said, suspended until the presidential election. You have the debt to GDP ratio and therefore the savings that the country needs to make. We're looking at around 30 billion euros of deficit reduction under Lecornu's plan, which the far left, which has been leading that call for him to resign, has said this is once again making the most vulnerable pay. They're asking for more taxes when it comes to the wealthiest in France, which the more centrist part of the Assembly says all you're going to do here is losing the attractiveness of France. And we've been hearing in the main political speech from Sébastien Lecornu earlier this week that he wants France to remain attractive. There is a loss of productivity when it comes to France compared to the European neighbours. So it is very key for the government right now to ensure France remains attractive, especially following these last few weeks of political turmoil.
How safe is Lecornu now?
He is relatively safe, let's say. I think he might see the end of the year. I've been texting a few MPs in the last few hours, and they told me, look, this was probably the last chance for us to actually get the assembly reshaped. These were MPs on Marine Le Pen's camp or familiar or friendly to her cause. Now on the Macron's loyalists, they argue that it is a very fragile, not even coalition, a fragile ecosystem in the French National Assembly. It is fair to say that at least is a right picture of the way France is divided at the minute, because the opinion polls swing in both ways when it comes to Lecornu's approval.
Pierre-Antoine Denis, as ever, thank you very much for unpicking it for us. I'm sure we'll see you again. Thank you.